Good morning. Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. We're doing the reading for December, taking up the energies that will be available in December, some of the things that will show up, challenges, things we don't see, energies that we will be able to appreciate or that we'll need to work through. We're just going to take a look at December, see what's happening in December for us. I hope you guys are well. Like, share, comment. Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. My name's Leticia. Let's not delay the time. All right, so what are the energies for December that we will be taking a look at? December energies. I am working from my Easy Tarot deck, my Chakra Tarot deck. I have a couple of Oracle decks here, my Dream Oracle and my Abundance Oracle is what I'm working from for this reading. What are the energies for December that we'll be working with, Spirit? Please and thank you. Oh. Okay. So I have the Hangman, the King of Swords, and the World. And then we'll take a look at how we'll be responding or how these energies will be received in the heart space. Okay. How this energy will be received and worked through in the heart space. We have the King of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups. Okay. And then what's coming towards us in December? What is coming towards us in December? Okay. Whew. In December. All right, so let's take a look here. So for the energy we'll be working with in December, we have the Hangman, King of Swords, and the World. And we'll go into these a little bit deeper, but there could be things that are paused or not moving forward in December the way that we had hoped, or there may be a need to pause in December without moving forward, just so we can get more clarity and position ourselves to be more clear. There may be a need to stop and clarify some things, or that may be what is being required or the energy that we'll be operating in. There could also be some major endings happening in December as we prepare for new things. We'll go into these energies a little bit deeper. For our heart space, during November, we have the Knight of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups. I do feel like when we look at how we're responding to these things, I feel like there's an eagerness here. And that eagerness may, in fact, be without a lot of thought. That may be the tendency to respond sporadically. And then also wanting to really take a look. The Seven of Pentacles is all about looking at how our fruits that we've planted are growing, maybe even taking a moment to nurture those. So there's something about the heart space where we'll be maybe taking a look at what our response is to the things that we've done, like how we're responding, or how what we've done has caused certain things to appear in our responses. Like there's something about investments when it comes to the heart space. And then I do feel a lot of joy with the Three of Cups. We'll go into these energies. It could be about not only considering your own heart space, but actually taking in from others. And it's not, almost like it could be a collective response within your social networks that you are feeling within your heart space. What's coming towards you in December is the Four of Wands. I hope I've been saying December. We have the Sun, the Tower, and the Five of Pentacles. So there's some things that are not expected in the month of December that's bring a lot of joy and a lot of fellowship, a lot of celebration and achievements. And these could be very surprising energies. These could also be energies that will pull you out of difficult spaces. Maybe even that's cause a lot of healing and regeneration is the energy, the word that I'm hearing. And so let's take a look. What is the overall energy, the desire of this reading that we should know about? It's all about family, which makes sense. You know, at the end of the year, we just got through celebrating a ritual that we call Thanksgiving, where it's a time where we consider family and we have an opportunity to delve in and explore the sacred systems within our lineage or our roots. This may be something that is going to be a major theme for us in the month of December. It's all about family, exploring the sacred root systems that we belong to. Let's see, what are the challenges this month? The Magician and the Knight of Wands come in as the challenge. What are we not seeing? The King of Cups is what we're not seeing. And then we'll get final messages from our abundance deck, Divine Abundance. That's too many. Final messages. What do we need to know? What's in the advice for my viewers considering the month of December? Things may feel chaotic this month, but it's going to land exactly where it should, or it's going to land in a place that's going to be workable, is what I'm hearing. Okay, and we'll get into that. So let's get started. Take a look at what's happening in the month of December. If you're enjoying this reading, please take a moment to like, share, comment. I am trying to work on being more consistent to build up the audience for this channel. And so that would help greatly. Again, my name is Leticia. Let's get started. Okay, so first of all, taking a look at the Hangman a little bit more closely for the month of December. So the Hangman brings in the energy. It was clarified by the Strength and the Nine of Wands. And I feel like the Hangman is pointing to a time where there may be a pause to certain things in December, and that may be around, there may be things that feel like they are difficult for you, that may cause you to have to dive in to the inner recesses of your strength. You know, sometimes things feel really easy and easygoing and just flowing. December may not feel that way. And it may cause you to have to put in a little elbow grease, or maybe even to get a little creative, right? And so things may not flow as smoothly as you want them to. It doesn't mean that they won't be workable. It just means that you may have to put in a little bit of an additional effort for December. There may be things that slow down or come to a stop that may need some attention to keep it going or to get it back flowing. You may find yourself getting a little bit creative in December. We also have the King of Swords in the energy for December. I feel like this is all about being clear, stepping into your power to be able to clearly determine your direction or what you need at any point in time. And it was clarified by the Queen of Swords, which is bringing in a bit of balance with how you're doing that, and the Six of Cups. There's definitely the energy of maybe someone coming back in from the past. The Queen of Cups and the Queen of Cups, that's almost like a pair. There may be someone coming back around from the past that you'll be dealing with, that you'll need to be very specific with, right? This may cause you to have to clarify and be really specific with your intentions. You may need to ask specific questions. You may need to get the full rundown of the intentions, right? Or if you're maybe doing something with this person, you're working with this person, or there's some intermingling with this person, there's a need to be fully informed. The Queen of Cups is fully informed about everything. There's nothing left out. She wants to know everything, the who, what, when, where's, whys, hows, right? And so in order to do, or in order to move forward or to work, make this workable, whatever this King of Swords is bringing in, right? There's a need to be in the know, fully informed, okay, of maybe the intentions here, or maybe what's needed to fully move forward, right? And so this could have something to do with something being stopped momentarily in December. There may be a need to stop and get clarity before moving forward. Lastly, we have the World. I feel like this brings in certain endings, divine endings for you in December. And this could talk about with the Two of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords, the way that you're doing things. There's a method here, I feel like, that the Two of Pentacles points to that will be coming to an end and ushering in a space for you to entertain new ideas that, and this could be around new ways to do something that's actually going to be more proficient, less energy draining, that will probably take less resources, or there's going to be something that's more efficient here, ushered in December, that you may be open to. You may need to be open to, because there's coming an ending of a way that things are in December. And it's going to be undeniable. The World actually talks about a higher level of operation. As you move forward, you'll be able to integrate some of the lessons with the old way, or what you learned from the last part of your experience. It's actually a higher level of operation. The World talks about graduations, right? There's something that you've learned here that's going to cause you to move up a step. And so December brings in some challenges, but they're workable. Some challenges that's going to cause you to have to decide to level up, right? Now, when we look at how you're receiving this within your heart space, we have the Knight of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups. And so let's look at the Knight of Wands first. For the Knight of Wands, we have the Hermit, and we have the Emperor. For the Knight of Wands. So how you're moving forward, the Knight of Wands can sometimes be a bit sporadic. However, being that it's clarified by the Hermit and the Emperor, it may not be, that may be in line with how you should respond heart-wise, trusting yourself, trusting your own sovereignty, that you know what's good for you. And I feel like it's coming from a space that you've investigated. Hermit has gone within and has done that exploration within. And so I feel like this is really saying to trust your heart with what's being inspired, right, in the month of December. Trust what's coming forward and what's bubbling up for you, because it's right. Even if it is feeling sporadic, I feel like this is saying to trust your heart. This is a beautiful connection that you have with yourself, and so you're right to trust it. And don't be afraid or allow yourself to be double-minded, but just trust what's coming up in the moment. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here for how you're responding in your heart space? And we have the Moon and the Page of Cups. The Moon and the Page of Cups. There's a bit of exploration here. The Moon is things that you don't necessarily know. The Page of Cups is almost like desires that you weren't even aware that you had. And when we look at the Seven of Pentacles, this is stuff that you've been manifesting heart-wise. You're not even aware that you've been manifesting it, but you're going to see it coming out when it comes to you taking a look at your heart, right? There's a saying, a biblical saying that's been coming up for me a lot this year. Out of the heart flows the issues of life. But in this case, it's good. The Seven of Pentacles is like something that you can work with, something that's going to be beneficial. It's good investments. So in the heart space, there's going to be things that pop up that you are going to be shown, or you're going to notice in December. You're not even aware that you've been manifesting this. I feel like through what's popping up here, these possible challenges that's going to have you look at a different way, possibly, or there are going to be situations that pop up. And it could come up in any type of way, but it's going to show you what you've been manifesting in your heart. And it's good, though. It's good. You know how sometimes you tap into like a certain activity and you're like, wow, I didn't even realize I was good at this. Or I didn't realize that I like doing this so much. I need to do this more often. It's like one of those type of moments. There's going to be something that's shown to you about what's been growing in your heart. There's some revelation about what's been manifesting in your heart that you're not even aware of, but it's going to be brought out in December for you to see it. Now, why is the Three of Cups here for the heart space? And whatever this is, I feel like it's going to bring a lot of joy, which is possibly something you've been waiting to experience. A lot of joy. We have the Hangman and the Three of Wands. This is delayed satisfaction, delayed expansion. But December is going to be the month where you're going to see that and you're going to feel that, and it's going to feel very good. It's going to give you a reason. You may have moments where you're like, I just need to celebrate. I don't know why, but I need to celebrate, right? There's something being created in December that's going to be very fruitful. It's going to be very spontaneous. It's going to feel exciting on the edge of life. And it's possibly something you've been waiting to feel. You're going to feel that in December, and you're going to see it as well. The Three of Wands is practical. It's action. You're going to see that in December. Finally, what you've created, you're going to see the fruits of that, okay? And you're going to feel it, most importantly. And so allow yourself to move spontaneously in December and trust yourself, because it's right. I feel like you've done a lot of inner work and brought yourself to a place where you can trust yourself to move in a way that's sporadic this month. Trust it. And through you trusting and moving in that trust, you're going to see the fruits of that. You're going to see things that you're not expecting to see, beautiful things. You're going to feel things that cause you to want to actually go into a celebration. Trust it and allow yourself to enter in to your harvest, okay? That's what I hear Spirit saying. Now, for what's coming towards you that you're not expecting, we have the Four of Wands. So far, I feel like December is actually going to be a pretty exciting month. The Sun, the Tower, and the Five of Pentacles. Four of Wands is all about a collective achievement. So there's going to be some type of, and I feel like it taps into this Three of Cups in your heart space, this unsolicited or unannounced celebration that you'll feel rising up within you. The Four of Wands, what's approaching you is an achievement that possibly others have assisted in some type of way. Maybe you've assisted others. This may be like a collective celebration or achievement that you'll be attending. It's clarified by the Judgment and the Nine of Pentacles that is very abundant. This might be some type of event maybe, or some type of celebration around an achievement that you've arrived at, that you've been a part of. Maybe you didn't realize it was going to be so successful or provide such a great level of fulfillment or abundance. I do feel like this is not just fulfillment, but it's some reward. It's some practical reward. Like it could be money. It could be like some type of gift or gifting given to you, some type of material thing that you've earned. You didn't realize that it was going to actually be so rewarding or offer such a huge reward that's going to come in. There's something that you've worked on, possibly with others. You didn't realize that it was going to be so successful, but there's going to be a reward from it that you'll be giving in December that you'll see. For some of you, this could be like a position right? That you'll get some type of monetary award that you'll receive that's more than you expected, okay? And when the sun comes out, we have the King of Cups and the Devil. So I feel like there's going to be challenges around the happiness. Like you may need to um, be aware of your vices here as it pertains to the emotional maturity. Be aware of your vices. I always say that happiness is something that not everybody can handle. That sounds weird, right? But not everybody can handle happiness, high level happiness. Like it sometimes causes other things to rise up. It sometimes causes us to get anxious. It's like, well, why is this happening? This is too good. Something bad must be about to happen. Or, just weird things come up when we start to experience good things, especially those of us that may not have had the best luck in life. Like it's almost like we have preconditioned ourselves to expect bad things to happen. It almost feels like that energy. With the sun, this is like a high level of happiness that's coming towards you in December. The King of Cups could be a person that you'll need to contain yourself with, but it could also be needing to rise up to this level of emotional maturity so you can handle this. And this is long term. The sun doesn't bring in a quick in and out type of happiness. This is the ability for sustained happiness. Okay, sustained happiness and emotional fulfillment. But there's something about having to receive this with maturity. Okay, having to receive it with maturity, and don't take it for granted. Okay, so lots of happiness coming in, rewards that are more than what you've expected in December is coming in. Why is the Tower here? So I have the Three of Wands and the Seven of Swords for the Tower. Whatever this surprise is around your expansion, but there's also the need to be careful. The Seven of Swords, there may be a need to watch and pray. It's that kind of energy. Not only don't take it for granted, but don't be careless, right? With how you're expanding and with what you're pulling in this month, because if you're not careful, then it will go out as fast as it comes in. And that could be by someone else waiting to take what it is that you are gaining or this expansion that you're experiencing. There's something about being strategic here and guarding what you have and not letting anyone come in and sneak away with what you have. And so, like I said, there's a bit of maturity that's needed, emotional maturity, not to allow yourself to be carried away with your emotions that you lose all sense of boundary, right? There's something about being careful here. Now, why is the Five of Pentacles here for my viewer? And what's coming towards them? Why is the Five of Pentacles here? We have the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands. There's some mastery that you are entering into this month. It could be around your finances. It could be around you taking your health seriously. The King of Pentacles is all about balance. The King of Wands is all about doing, right? Doing in a balanced way, not rushing in without being informed. This is a beautiful balance between the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands. It's almost like not knowing exactly when to do, what to do, how to do, where to do. It's precision. You look at the King of Pentacles, which is very grounded and stable, very balanced, and the King of Wands, which is very inspirational, and it has the action behind it. So those two together is almost like precision. There's a knowing in December that you'll find yourself in, and I feel like you will need to trust that, because this is what's going to guide you into the better state of being. The Five of Pentacles is all about change to your financial situation, change to your health situation. There's some type of change that's coming in that you'll be operating like at a mastery level as you usher in this change or this opportunity to change. You will need to, by all means, trust yourself, and you can. because you're operating at a mastery level. The kings are at the top of their game. This is not, you're just getting started with something like a page, or you know a little bit, but there's still more to learn like a knight. No, this is a king. That means that you have mastered the energy of doing this, of being in this position. You've learned everything that you need to know. Now, the challenges that come in are around the magician and the Knight of Wands. Okay. And the magician is all about having the tools. You have the tools, but how do you use them? Why is this coming in as a challenge? How do you use the tools? You have them. Do you know how to utilize them? Or do you need to ask for guidance around that? First of all, this is coming in under the energy of the sacral chakra. This could very well be tapping into your sacral chakra area. And in the picture, he's looking directly at her, or she is us, right? With a very concentrated look in his eye. And as in all of the magician cards, we see all of the elements present: the wands, the pentacles, the cup, and the sword. All of the elements are present. And it shows a level of mastery for all of these things through this sense of dedication and application and of the will, right? And then we're looking here and we're aware that we are in this energy of mastery. But why is this coming in as a challenge? This is about creation. This is about potential and operating possibly in new beginnings. But why is this coming in as a challenge? This message comes in to let us know that we have everything needed to handle what's before us. Do we know that? Why is this coming in as a challenge? Do we know that we have everything that's needed and that all we have to do is apply ourselves and concentrate our willpower for the potential to be realized? That may be why this is coming in, because we may not realize that, or we may not know that all we need is to apply what we know and use what we have in order to move forward this month. There may be moments that come up that cause us to doubt ourselves or to look outside of ourselves for something that we already have. I feel like that's what the magician is bringing up here, that all we have to do is act and initiate any challenge that comes before us, any new venture that presents itself as an opportunity. All we have to do is be confident, okay, in ourselves. The Knight of Wands comes in, and this is the act to move. This is the second time the Knight of Wands comes out. This came out in the heart energy. And we learned that there was a need to trust ourselves. Even though this presents a very spontaneous energy, sometimes there's not a lot of thought behind the wands because it's all about action. But there's something, it was clarified by the Hermit and the Emperor. So that fortifies the spontaneity, because there has been a lot of time put in behind the scenes, behind this spontaneous action. It's almost like the energy of preparation meeting opportunity, right? Trust the moment this month. And this is coming in as a challenge just to reinforce that energy, to trust the moment. There's just something very magical about December. And there's going to be magical alignments that if you take opportunity at the right time, at the right moment, things are going to shift in a matter of seconds, in the matter of you moving in your power just to do so. It's going to change things. And so I feel like, again, Spirit is saying, trust yourself, trust what you know, what you've learned, trust what you have, understand that you hold the power to even open doors for yourself, right? Now, what's coming in as a challenge is the King of Cups. And we have this coming out for the second time because the King of Cups actually clarified the sun. It came in as a clarification of the sun, and it was coupled with the devil. So there's something about being careful, as we move into this position of happiness and fulfillment, to do so with maturity, right? We're looking at this king as he's sitting on his throne with his cup of water, very relaxed and content, very thoughtful, focused on this cup, right? Very focused. Has a very warm and genuine, easygoing nature. This is someone that's trusted. Everyone draws to this person. Very loyal, very authentic, very kind, very family oriented, carries a lot of masculine father-like energy. But sometimes the King of Cups can be a bit detached or appear a bit detached because there's a wrestling that's happening with the inner thoughts or the inner emotions. So either this is someone that you could be dealing with in December, or it could be your inner man that's wrestling with your inner thoughts and your inner emotions, but it doesn't show on the outside. And so you could be interpreting someone else as being detached or not connected, or someone interpreting you to be in this energy. Usually this is going to be like someone who is a counselor or someone who is in the medical care facility. This could be someone who is a part of some type of religious sect, or someone who is very much involved in teaching or coaching or counseling, social work in some type of way. So there's something about that coming through as a challenge this month. And being able to maintain your emotional stability, right? Being able to maintain your emotional stability this month and not being passive aggressive or childish or petty, right? With the challenges that come in this month. Not to be manipulative either. Let me clarify this. Why is the King of Cups a challenge for December? All right, we have the Tower coming out and the Nine of Wands. So the Tower did come out already. So did the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands came out with the Hangman, dealing with things that may not be moving as fastly as you may want them to, or surprises that pop up unannounced, but being able to maintain your posture, being able to maintain your position, your emotional stability with things that are beyond your control this month. Things may not happen. You may not get an announcement with everything. You may be tested on the spur of the moment. The opportunity may present itself, right? And you are being guided to maintain this level-headedness and not to let your emotions get you out of character, whatever happens. Okay? Whatever happens. And this is all about overall family. Okay, that's what came out. Digging into your sacred root system. This may undergird what's happening this month in December. It may very much lead back to your lineage, your root system. And this may open up cans of worms for you to see how the two are interrelated. And it may offer an opportunity for you to explore that. For some of you, this may have some energy around exploring your ancestral lineage, right? It always goes further back than just family. This is digging back into the actual roots. You know how far the tree roots go down? The taller the tree, the further down into the earth the roots go. And so this may have something to do with understanding how far your roots go down and how far you're connected. When it's talking about all of this stuff that's popping up in your life right now, there's some connection to the history, the backstory. And this gives you an opportunity to explore that this month. In December, maybe a month where you want to look a little bit deeper at how you're experiencing things and why. Ask those specific questions. When we look at the family, we're really talking about the energy of support. It's supposed to be. It doesn't always mean that, but it really talks about support. We're talking about the energy of strength, loyalty, unconditional love, our deep-rooted belief systems from our ancestral line, This could also indicate healing happening on a family level that's taking place or that is on the way, right? And so there's something about these energies. It doesn't necessarily mean that you are experiencing them, but it's talking about the concept of what this means. That's what family means. Sometimes we have to go outside of our bloodline and connect to other systems of bloodlines to get this energy. That's okay too. We call it soul family. But there's an understanding here that's coming out around honoring the soul of the family lineage. That's coming out here. That's what this reading is about this month, because there's something that's coming forward. There's some blossoming that's coming out, and that's providing a specific kind of potential this month. So you could be someone that's actually grappling and is challenged in that way with certain belief systems, and playing this kind of tug of war between these deeply planted expectations from your family and desires that, cause you to want to branch out beyond this tribal territory that you've been a part of. And you're experiencing this swing back and forth between these two experiences, being dependent upon family and, striking out away from family. Yesterday was a specific day that there was just a really heaviness for me, because for the first time I felt myself completely launched out and away from everything that was built on and in my family lineage. I felt myself swinging away from that. It was very interesting. And sometimes that's the greatest test, because I experienced this cognitive dissonance, this great level of kind of like resistance to my own self-expression. I experienced that. And underneath is like this support that was rooting for me, right? To do that. I feel like I've been called to do that, to create something new. I feel like is what I'm being called to from my family lineage, though, is to strike out in a different direction, to create more solid foundations that's going to be conducive for long-time survival, long-time happiness. That's what that sun was about. And so this month is going to provide, however that unfolds for each of us, maybe a little different, but undergirding this energy this month is about exploring our sacred root systems. And when we look at lastly but not least, I'll go ahead and end it here. We've been here for a while. The advice coming in from Spirit is around energetic clearing. And right action. Yes, I couldn't have said it better. There's some energetic clearing that we're doing currently. And yeah, we are. Energetic clearing is all about crisis and being able to empty ourselves of fear and attachments so that we can receive the divine plan. What I just said, I couldn't say it any better, right? And then understanding right action as well. Letting everything that wants to go, let it go. And everything that wants to come, let it come. There's a divine transaction that's happening right here, right now, in the month of December. Practically, spiritually, energetically, we are at the end of a season. Literally, this is the last month of the year as we are letting go of things that happened in 2025 and making room for 2026. But also, we're at the end of a season spiritually as well. Things that served us for the last millennia may no longer be serving us. And it's ushering out those old traditions and ways as we're ushering in new things that's going to be beneficial for this time and this space. It's new. It's new. Okay. And there's a right action for it, to be open, to allow things that need to go and accept things that are coming in. And there's a divine alignment and a need to trust the feeling that we're feeling in our heart space. There's going to be some things that just feel right. It doesn't necessarily align on paper or what's been written before us. It may not align, but it's something new. It's a new move through Spirit that will align with our heart space. That's how we'll know that it's right, because it's going to align in our heart, energetically, spiritually. It's going to feel right. Even as we look around and everybody else may be doing something different, it's going to just feel right. It may not make complete sense, but it's going to feel right. Okay. And so that's what I'm getting. That is what I'm getting. Spirit is ushering us into the new. And that may transact different for each of us, but this is all about trusting ourselves and tapping into the deepest, most inner parts of our being so that we can do that. If we're looking around outside of ourselves, we're not going to be able to trust ourselves because we're disconnected. We're looking for direction outside of ourselves. Not that we can't seek direction, we can, but we still need to align that with ourselves to see if it's aligning, to see if it's right. And so December is actually a pretty deep month. It's about exploring the inner, most deep parts, the recesses of our soul, of our heart. There's a lot of beauty coming in December, a lot of opportunities to grow and to excel and to cleanse what has been as we venture out and create what's coming. Okay, that's December. Like, share, comment if you are resonating with this energy. Maybe Spirit has been talking to you about this very same thing. Let me know. Okay, I love comments. Thank you guys for your comments, for stopping by and sharing in the energy. My name is Leticia. The channel is Blood Moon Oracle. Until next time, let's get ready for December. We're a few days away. All right, like, share, comment. I'll see you next time.